What's up, everybody? How you doing? Luke Kratzer here, and welcome back to the final episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and this is 5-minute reviews. Not a lot has happened in this episode, so I'm not going to be able to talk about everything that's going to be going on. I'm just the key parts, but I'll still be able to make it a fun episode regardless. Start the timer. So the show starts off with the Flag Smashers taking the people of the GRC and keeping them hostage. But when they were about to escape, the Falcon, or in this case Captain America, Bucky, and apparently Sharon Carter showed up to try to stop them. Sam brought Shannon over because apparently they need a backup, which that made me confused because why do you need her for backup? You could have gotten anybody like Falcon. No, you could have gotten War Machine or Doctor Strange, heck, even Spider-Man, and yet you chose this Sharon Carter. What the frick? So Sam shows up to confront the bad guys, and we got to see his cool new vibranium Captain America suit, and it looks just as awesome as it did in the comics. Anyway, Sam tries to stop the Flag Smashers, but they end up splitting up into two groups, one taken to the skies and one on the ground trying to take the hostages away. Sam tries to go after the one in the sky, while Bucky tries to handle the ones on the road. While on the sky, we got to see Sam have his cool flight scene with all the cool new gadgets with his new vibranium suit, and we got to see Red Wing back to life. We miss you, Red Wing. Down on the ground, Bucky managed to stop the truck with his cool motorcycle skills, but when he was about to take them down, Carly set one of the trucks on fire to try to keep Bucky distracted and save the people. But before Carly could escape, freaking Captain Walker shows up out of nowhere, looking all sinister and all, and looked like he's about to kill some folks. He also did manage to make his own shield, but that didn't last long. Walker tries to fight the Flag Smashers, but he ends up getting beat up again by these guys and almost dies. Luckily, Bucky managed to save him in time, and also with the few hostages that were caught in the truck. However, Carly then decided to crash the other truck in some construction site in order to kill them. Before the truck fell, we actually got to see a really cool redemption scene with John Walker. He decided to help save the people in the truck instead of go after Carly. However, he couldn't pull it up anyway. He was still not as cool as everyone else. The truck fell down, but before it could hit the ground, Captain America shows up just in time with his brand new suit, showing off his cool new gadgets. After Sam brought the truck back up, he, along with Bucky and Walker, went after Carly. Carly managed to get far, but before she was in the clear, she was then stopped by Shannon. The two of them are then pointing guns at each other, and while that's happening, we managed to see that Shannon was indeed, in fact, the power broker. I was wrong, guys. I thought it was the old lady. All you peeps have been theorizing about it, and now it is confirmed. The two of them ended up shooting one another, and then Sam shows up, seeing Shannon on the floor bleeding and Carly gun in hand. Sam tries to talk to Carly one last time, but Carly decides to go all psycho and tries to straight up kill him. But before she lands a finishing blow, Shannon shoots her with her gun and kills her. We then see Sam flying back with Carly's body to the rescued politicians, and during the scene, we got to see Sam give one of the great Captain America speeches that we've been seeing in the MCU. He explains that the politicians, that despite the Flag Smashers' actions, they did have a good reason why they did it. He then explained that the government needs to do more than just help the people that died from the blip, and that's basically kind of the end of that kind of scene. After that, the rest of the episode is just a few different clips. We got to see Bucky tell the old man about the death of his son. We see John Walker become the comic book character U.S. agent. We see Isaiah Bradley get his own statue in the Captain America exhibit in the museum. And finally, Sharon Carter got her pardon. But she is still secretly evil. And that's basically the full episode. Like I said, not a lot has happened in this episode, but it definitely was a good finale regardless. However, there are still a few questions that I feel like are not answered yet. Like, where the heck is Steve? What, is he dead or is he on the moon base? Who is this Val lady and what does she want? And what is Sharon Carter going to do now that she is pardoned? I am very confused about how this new phase in the MCU is going to play out. Unlike the Infinity War saga, all the movies, or at least most of the movies in the MCU, were connected in some way. I don't see a lot of connections yet. However, now that Loki's going to be coming out soon, we might get a few connections. This has definitely been one of my favorite series from the MCU. It was filled with a lot of great humor, the dialogue was on point, and the action scenes were tremendous. Also, the story altogether was just downright entertaining. I wouldn't be surprised if we did get a second season, but I guess it would be called Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Then again, there's already a movie of that. Actually, I do think we might be able to get a spin-off series with John Walker now that he's now known as the U.S. agent. Or even better, we might be able to get to see the beginning of the Thunderbolts. They're basically a darker version of the Avengers. Anyway, that's all the time I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be able to see you in the future when it comes to the new show Loki. I'm Luke Kratzer, and thank you for joining me on 5 Minute Reviews. Peace out, guys.